All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're diving deep into the song Trending by MJ Tharboy. Now, on the surface, it's just this hard-hitting rap track, right? But if you look a little closer, what you find is something else entirely. It's an incredible cultural document, like a raw, unfiltered dispatch from a very, very specific place. And honestly, to really get the song, you first have to get the place it comes from.
The track just explodes out of the gate with this line, Number nane, mashaya muzike me riski, and that translates to, Number 8, this music life is a risk. I mean, think about that. Right from the very first second, the stakes are set incredibly high. This isn't just about making some cool music. This is about survival. And it's all going down in a place they call Namba Nane.
So that immediately brings up the big question. What exactly is Namba Nan? The whole song is built on this one idea, so we've got to figure this out.
Okay, so Namba Nane is Sheng. That's a really dynamic slang spoken in Nairobi, a mix of Swahili and English. And it literally just means number 8. But it's actually the street name for Kibera, one of the biggest informal settlements in the city, and it got that name from its old bus route. So you see, this isn't just a setting, it's a whole world, with its own language, its own rules, and its own unique set of challenges.
And that's our way into the first part of this breakdown, because to really decode trending, we have to immerse ourselves in the environment that created it. In this song, believe me, the setting is the story.
The lyrics just paint this incredibly vivid, unflinching picture of this world. You get lines like Mbogi na stone kwazon, which talks about your crew, your Mbogi, being armed and ready. They don't sugarcoat it, they just state it plainly. Namba Nani Ngori, number 8 is tough, it's dangerous. So what's the survival guide? Cheza chini. You gotta play it cool, stay low-key, and just try not to draw the wrong kind of attention. This is the reality they're navigating every single day.
So, you might be asking, how do you even begin to get ahead in a place like that? Well, for MJ Tharboy, the answer is clear. It's music. And that brings us to the absolute heart of the song, this relentless, all-consuming grind for glory. This line right here, it captures that energy perfectly. Tuko grinding ko street, nima rampage. We are grinding on the streets, it's a rampage. You hear that? This isn't some quiet, orderly 9-to-5 hustle. No, it's chaotic. It's a full-on rampage to claw your way to success against some pretty insane odds.
And what's fueling this whole rampage? Ganji, money, cash. In the world that trending describes, everything, and I mean everything, revolves around getting the resources you need to keep that dream alive. Because without Ganji, the grind just stops, dead in its tracks.
And what's so fascinating here is that the lyrics pretty much lay out a literal blueprint for how to make it. It's like a step-by-step guide. Step 1, Sakapo, find the money. Step 2, use that Ganji to pay for studio time. Step 3, Piga Kasoka, which is slang for working incredibly hard, just grinding it out. And the ultimate goal of all this? The whole point? Kwenda trending, to go viral, to blow up, to break out.
But here's the thing. You can't just work hard, not in hip-hop. You have to truly believe you are the absolute best. And this brings us to this whole other layer of the song, this powerful, completely unapologetic assertion of dominance.
This is their core statement, and they repeat it almost like a mantra. Mimi ndio moka, nahi, which means, I am the one running this. It's not a suggestion, it's not a request. It's a straight-up declaration. They're claiming ownership of the entire rap scene.
And they don't just say it once and leave it there. Oh no. Throughout the entire track, they are methodically building this lyrical case for why they and only they deserve that number 1 spot. Let me show you how they do it.
This is basically their playbook for claiming the throne. First, they declare their originality, saying, Mimi ndio Adamu, I am Adam, like they're the first and the only. Then they assert total dominance with King Kwachango, king in the game. They brush off the haters, mafala wapiga debate, just let the fools debate. And finally, they demand respect, ni boss songa nipite, I'm the boss, move out of my way.
And that word they use, mafala, that's key. It's a super dismissive term for fools, for people who just don't matter. It's how they categorize anybody who doubts them or tries to stand in their way. On this kind of grind, there's just no time for haters.
But even with all this confidence, all this bravado, they never ever forget the world they're living in. Woven all through the boasts and the ambition is this constant underlying warning about the street's harsh reality.
This right here brilliantly sums up the central tension of their world. Inji ni keiki, kumbe nehoro. From the outside looking in, things might look sweet, like a piece of cake, but the reality is harsh. It's difficult. This clash between what things look like and what they really are is a theme they keep coming back to. And the danger becomes crystal clear with this line, "Mes na ganji utage yuka," the target. If you mess with the money, you will become the target. So success isn't just something to celebrate, it literally puts a target on your back. The very thing they are grinding so hard for, the ganji, is the same thing that puts them in the most danger.
In an environment like this, you really only get one shot. It just takes one mistake, one single misstep, and everything you have been working for could be gone. Just like that. The margin for error is basically zero.
So when you start to put all these pieces together, the tough environment, the nonstop grind, the bold claims, the constant danger, you start to realize that trending isn't just a song. It's so much more. It's an anthem.
Because despite all the risks, the core message is one of just absolute, unshakable self-belief. They say, "Tuto moka e," of course. We will make it, of course. You hear that? There is zero doubt in their minds. It's not a question of if they'll make it, it's just a question of when.
This really captures their whole journey perfectly. The effort they have to put in is incredibly high. The risk they face is just as high. But what powers it all? It's an equally powerful, unwavering belief in themselves. That belief is the engine that keeps the grind going and helps them navigate all that risk. And ultimately, that's exactly what this track is. It's a declaration. It's them declaring who they are, where they come from, and the kind of resilience it takes to even dare to dream of going trending when you're from the very heart of Namba Nane.
Which kind of leaves us with this one big idea to think about. This whole song is born from the slang and the reality of one specific neighborhood in Nairobi, and yet its story of ambition, of hustle, of just believing in yourself. That feels completely universal, doesn't it? It really makes you wonder, how can a piece of art from one single street corner tell a story that connects with the entire world?